discussing the major issues affecting the Interstate 81 corridor. That's what the Interstate 81 Corridor Coalition did yesterday and today at a conference in Roanoke. The group is a six-state coalition which was organized to handle issues along Interstate 81, such as truck traffic, air pollution, and infrastructure. The meeting marked the third time that officials from the six states have met as members of the coalition. And joining us now to discuss the conference is John Hutchinson of Jennings Gap Partnership, a land use planning firm. John, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me, Bob.
John, what was the purpose of this conference?
The purpose of the conference was to get local elected officials and state officials from the six-state I-81 corridor together to discuss the issues facing I-81, the traffic issues, capacity issues, and get to know each other, get to working together on those issues.
Okay, this is the third meeting. We're talking about the decisions that would be made about Interstate 81. Has there been any decisions made on 81 to this point?
There have, Bob. The two main decisions that have been made have been that in 2007, the Virginia Department of Transportation and the Federal Highways Administration put forward a plan to spend $11 billion to widen I-81 to 6 to 8 lanes throughout Virginia, through the 325 miles of Virginia, and through most of the Shenandoah Valley. That plan is being implemented in a couple of places. There's not a lot of funding for it. As everybody knows, Virginia's transportation funding is rather short now. But that decision has been made by VDOT. Also, the Norfolk Southern, which owns the parallel rail line parallel to I-81, began about 2 years ago a plan that it calls the Corridor Crescent to spend on the order of $3.5 billion along the 800-mile corridor to get more freight, increase the freight capacity of their rail lines there, and they're implementing those projects currently.
So these decisions have been made. What was the feeling from the conference?
The conference had a mix of participants. There were people there who, from a conservation perspective, like myself, there were a lot of local government people, state delegates, Ben Klein from Rockbridge and Senator John Edwards from Roanoke were there. There were also a lot of people from the building industry who were there, engineering firms and construction firms. So there was a broad range of opinion about where we should go with 81 and what the best ways to deal with congestion and future travel demands are going to be. And that was sort of the point of the conference, was for people from different places and different perspectives to get together and try to understand the issues better.
Well, if the decisions have been made, is there a move to change the decisions or what?
Well, there are the decision that VDOT made on widening 81 in 2007 was made against very strong public opinion against it. A lot of local governments in the valley did not like the idea of an 8-lane 81 or the idea of the heavy tolls that would have to be paid to finance it. So a lot of people in conservation and local government people and business people think that plan isn't really suitable for Western Virginia and the Shenandoah Valley, that it's overscale, and a lot of us would like to change it. On the other hand, there are people who, and VDOT has stuck by its decision, who think that that's what we need to do, is to major widening of 81.
All right, John Hutchinson, a land use consultant, I want to thank you for joining us and informing us about the conference in Roanoke.
Well, thank you for the opportunity, Bob.
All right, now let's send it to Mel.